Good day, everyone. So it's Calcate Investing here. Hope you all are having a fantastic day. Today, I want to talk about a stock called Alussa Energy acquisition, and this company. So it's a SPAC, and it's set to merger with FREYR, which is a Norwegian-based battery manufacturing company, and I think this stock is just unbelievably well positioned to capitalize on the growing EV sector, especially in Europe, and that is why I want to talk about this stock as my first video. But yeah, but this is my first video, and that is why before we get into the stock, I want to talk about why I started this YouTube channel. And just to quickly put it, it's mainly because for me to really understand the companies I invest in. So for me to understand the companies I invest in, I need to be able to tell you or talk about the fundamentals of the company in a very simple way, so that I really understand what I'm talking about. But if you're interested in stocks and investing as I am, I really hope that you can also put in the comments some feedback, first of all, to the videos, what I can improve on, and then also maybe if you're looking at some stocks or something like that, so we can have further conversations there, and maybe I'll make a video on a stock you recommend. Alright, so the company is FREYR, but before the merger we can trade it under the ticker symbol ALUS, so Alussa Energy. And here's the stock, and just to give you the reference, the stock or the merger was announced on January 29th. As we can see, the stock blew up from $10 up to $12.40 here pretty quickly, and then it went up pretty fast, and then it came down here for a few days. But the thing is that this hasn't blown up yet, so if you're planning on getting on a train, it has not gone away yet. But I think we will leave Earth soon and go to the moon with this one. I think this could easily double in the next month or so, very fast, and in the long term this could go up to much more. I will soon talk about the market cap of the company, but for now, let's look at the facts. What is FREYR Battery? So, as we can see here on Business Wire, FREYR's mission is to accelerate the decarbonization of transportation and energy systems by delivering the world's, listen to this, the world's cleanest and most cost-effective batteries. So, FREYR's mission is pretty much to create the greenest battery of all. Okay, and why is this so huge? Well, as everyone knows, 2020 was a huge year for EVs and for these green companies, and for FREYR to create, or they're trying to create, the world's greenest and most cost-effective batteries. It's a very huge deal. If they actually manage to pull this off, and they will create the world's cleanest battery, they will have a lot of customers. Okay, so yeah, but obviously their mission is huge and they have a lot of potential there. But is this even possible? Is this mission of creating the greenest and cleanest battery even possible? Well, I think their chance of succeeding is pretty high. Okay, so when we take a look at this, FREYR is expected to receive approximately 850 million in equity proceeds as part of the business combination. So in the merger, they will receive 850 million to boost up their development of this huge gigafactory, which is a 43 gigawatt hour clean battery cell like factory, and they want to do all of this by the year 2025 in Norway, of course. And as we can see, they also have a lot of pipe investors. And the good part here is also that the Norwegian government, they are also backing up FREYR. And that is, I think, very good. And they have a lot of institutional money invested in FREYR. So yeah, so as we can see here, the market cap will be around 1.4, I think now, about, with this stock price, around $1.5 billion, and the market cap. So why is this important to look at? Well, I think the market cap is very interesting to look at when you compare Alussa Energy to QuantumScape. So after the merger, they will have Alussa will, or FREYR will have a market cap of around 1.5 billion. And when we compare it to a very similar stock that blew up this year, QuantumScape, which have a market cap of around 20 billion, it's not impossible to think that Alussa will maybe also go there, or even close to that. And this is the main thing that I'm very bullish on. Their if Alussa's market cap even goes to half of what QuantumScape has, so about 10 billion, this stock will almost 10x. Okay, so guys, do you see the potential here? Okay, and just to say that QuantumScape is very overvalued. They don't have a product yet, and they will not start manufacturing before Alussa. So QuantumScape, if Alussa will even closely pull a move that QuantumScape did, this stock will just blow up and go to the moon. Just blow up, okay? So that is why a price target of around $30-40 is not even unreasonable. It's pretty reasonable, I would say, considering the market cap. And I also think the fact that FREYR is based in Norway is just fantastic. I mean, first of all, they have backing from the government, but then again, if you think about Norway, it's the country with the biggest EV penetration in the world. So I think they have about 80% of their vehicles sold in 2020, I think, or 2019. I think they were about 80% were either hybrids or fully electric vehicles. So they have a huge EV market in Norway, and rest of Europe as well, because Europe will need to have a big battery manufacturing company to create all the batteries, because it's very expensive to take them from Asia or the USA, for example, and it's much closer taking them from Europe. So that is why I believe that Europe will need a battery manufacturing company, and I think Alussa is positioned best in this case, and I think that Alussa will capitalize on these gains that will be made. Okay, so yeah, then moving on to the risks, because everything that I just said sounds fantastic. They have a lot of institutional ownership, they have backing from the Norwegian government, they're located very well to supply the European market, they have a lot of money, and their mission is great, and huge potential right there. But what are the risks then? Well, there are a few risks that I see, and because this company is still in its early stage, there are of course more risk to it. So it's more of of course it's a more speculative play, because they do not have a product yet. But the thing is, it sounds very promising when you look at all of these facts. They have a lot of money, they have a lot of backing. It just looks very promising, and Europe will need a manufacturer. So that is why I think, although it's a speculative play, the risk is not that huge. It's not very unbelievably huge. I think the risk is definitely lower than with QuantumScape. So I would definitely all day long put my money into Alussa than into QuantumScape. And yeah, but the risks are, I would say, the execution. I think that is the main risk. So as we see, they have good plans, and if they succeed with all of the plans, this will be easily a 15x stock long term. Easily, it could be a 20x stock as well. But if they do not succeed with all of these things, some problems occur, some other company will take their place or something, then this could really end terribly. So that is a fact. But I do believe that in the short term, this stock will perform very well, considering that this stock is pretty much under the radar for now. The volume is pretty low, but the volume is growing though, and I think that this stock will gather a lot of hype around it and will blow up in the next few weeks. But overall, there are some risks, mostly with the execution. But there's always risk, but you need to look at the potential right here. So it's a SPAC, so there's limited risk to it, and the potential, if everything goes right, or even close to everything right, this will just blow up. I'm just telling you right now. I'm calling you right now. This will just blow up, and that is why my personal price target is about $50. So it's about $50 this year for me, and then when it hits 50, we will probably know more about how things are going forward, how the manufacturing is, or the manufacturing facilities are going forward, and if there are any more competition. So I think if this stock reaches 50, I will probably do some more research and then evaluate my price target again. But as of now, $50 is my price target for this year, and I think that is 100% possible. Okay, so that was my due diligence on Alussa Energy, which will be called FREYR after the merger, and I am very bullish on this stock, as you can hear, and I really believe that closer to the merger, this will absolutely blow up, like SPACs usually do, and especially when this is a EV SPAC, it will definitely blow up, in my opinion. Always remember to do your own due diligence. I'm not a advisor by any means, so always remember to do your own research. I could be totally wrong, but I do believe that this is a very phenomenal stock, so it will be very interesting to follow up with the stock. I personally have quite a bit of my portfolio in here, pretty heavily invested, and I really believe this will do well short and long term. I thank you all for watching, and have a very nice day.